not getting enough phone call leads from Google Ads. Many businesses don't optimize their campaigns properly, and that can prevent them from maximizing the number of phone calls. In this video, I'll walk you through how to properly optimize your campaigns so that you can generate more phone calls from real customers. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard and we're gonna go through the ways how to optimize your Google Ads so you can get as many phone calls as possible. As you can see, for the last 30 days with this account, this is a local service business account, and their main focus is to generate as many phone calls as possible. For the last 30 days, we've generated 144 phone calls and 269 conversions, and these conversions can consist of mainly phone calls and phone call button clicks from the website, and sometimes they can get form submissions, but mostly more than 90% of their focus is to generate as many phone calls as possible. As you can see, the cost per conversion, and the biggest thing is the conversion rate. It is 30% conversion rate, but not many can achieve these numbers. But there are some tactics and strategies you can use so that you're gonna get almost similar results. So let's go through the ways how you can optimize your Google Ads campaigns so you can get as many phone calls as possible. So the first thing is to use high intent local keywords. So your target keywords should be used by somebody who is looking for your services. So the nature of the keywords should be something like they're looking for something urgently, or they're looking for something nearby, or they're looking for something local. And those kind of keywords can have the highest conversion rates, and the quality of the phone calls you receive from those kind of keywords can be very high. So an example would be plumbing services near me, or 24/7 plumbing services. And you can go to Keyword Planner, for example. You can go to Tools and under Planning and go to Keyword Planner and put your exact specific target location and put your target keywords, and you can get more and more ideas and choose very specific high intent local keywords that can be searched by your customer in the local area. So you should get as many of those keywords and try to target only those kind of keywords, and then you can increase the chance of getting as many phone calls as possible, and you can increase the quality of your phone calls with that way. So one of the biggest thing would be to get as many high intent local keywords as possible and use them in your campaigns. A quick reminder, if you want my free video on how I doubled my phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send it to you right away. And the next thing would be write call focused ad copy. That means your headlines and descriptions in your ads should be focused on generating phone calls. So let me show you an example. So this is an example ad, and as you can see, it has only 2 headlines. This is the first headline, commercial plumbing services, and the second headline is call us now. And you should mostly focus on creating call focused headlines with the first 2 headlines, because sometimes third headlines may not be shown depending on your device size, of course. But if you are focusing on to get as many phone calls as possible, you should be focusing on adding phone call specific headlines with the first 2 headlines. And after that, your descriptions. Here you can see your descriptions, and after that you can see your call assets. For example, you can see your call outs, you can see your structured snippets, and you need to create the headlines and descriptions in a way that's going to attract as many phone calls as possible. So you need to tell users they need to contact your business in order to solve their problem. So with your headlines, you should communicate that. And as you can see, most of the time my second headline tells something like call us now, or contact us, or contact a specialist. As you can see, the first headlines can include the target keyword or very relevant keyword to the specific search query, but the second headline can include contact to the business or call us now to solve their problem. So your headlines and descriptions should be customized to generate phone calls. And the next thing is to create your campaigns by focusing more on mobile devices. Yes, you can focus on desktop and tablets, but if you are focusing on to generate phone calls, you should focus mostly on mobile devices, because people who wants to call to your business, they can use their mobile devices, and it is easy for them to contact your business with their mobile device. So there is a high chance of getting phone calls to your business from the users who are using their mobile devices rather than desktop or tablet. So try to focus more on users who are using their mobile devices. So you can bid more on mobile device users and reduce your bids with other device types. And also, as I've talked in the previous example, you can create your headlines and descriptions that can be used with mobile devices. So everything should be customized so that your campaigns can be shown mostly on mobile devices. In that way, you can increase the chance of getting phone calls compared to campaigns that can be used with all other devices. So you can have high conversion rate if you are focusing on mobile devices. And the next thing is optimize your landing page. That is customize it to generate phone call. So let me show you an example landing page. This is an example landing page. And as you can see, it has headline and a little bit of description and call us button. And you can create different layouts depending on your business type. But the goal is to have a very clean landing page and very few call to actions. I saw some businesses have like very fancy websites with lots of call to action. You should have very few call to actions. For example, you should have call us button and form submissions. That's it. You don't have to have lots of ways to generate leads from the website. So some people may have chat widgets here and contact us button here and at the center as well. And so many words that describe their certifications, their reviews. But the cleaner landing page you have and the fewer call to actions you have, the higher the chance you can have to attract the lead from your Google Ads. So I would suggest you to have fewer call to actions and more cleaner landing page at the initial loading of the website, and you can increase the chance of getting phone calls from your Google Ads. Again, you can create your landing page in any design you want, but the concept is try to make it very clean so that it's gonna grab the attention of the user with very few words, and they should urge the users to do one thing, just call to your business rather than doing many other things. And the next thing is adding negative keywords regularly. So once you have generated some impressions and clicks, you can have list of search terms in your search terms report. So you can go to insights and reports, you can go to search terms. We can see the list of search terms we have generated for the last 30 days. You can see the search terms report every day, and you can regularly clean your search terms report if you are generating search terms that is not relevant to your business. So the search terms can be the list of other brand terms. You can add them as a negative keyword. Or the search terms can be irrelevant terms. So for example, it can be terms that does not have buyer intent, or they can be terms that does not generate revenue to your business, and you can add those kind of keywords as negative from your search terms report. And the more you do that, the cleaner it can be, and in the future you may not get those kind of search terms. So cleaning your search terms is key in order to get high quality clicks in the future. And the next thing is to set up accurate conversion tracking. Because your goal is to generate as many phone calls as possible, you should be tracking phone calls as your conversions. So if you're going to go to goals here and on the conversions, click on summary, you can see the list of conversions we have. The main conversions we're tracking or focusing on is phone calls. So these are form submissions, and for the last 30 days, as you can see, these are not a lot. They're like 7, and this is secondary. And if you're gonna scroll down, as you can see, this first one is call extension, and it has generated most of the phone calls. And to know the result of your campaigns, you should be tracking every kind of phone call. So the phone calls can be two types. They can be phone calls directly from the ad, and they can be phone calls from your website. So this is the phone calls from the ad, and we have also phone calls from the website. And if you're gonna scroll down, there is also a section to track the phone calls from the website. And you should be tracking all of those phone calls to know the performance of your campaigns, ad groups, keywords, and ads. In that way, you can know which campaigns are performing better than the other, and you can give more budget to those kind of campaigns, or you can know which location is performing better compared to other locations if you're targeting multiple locations. In this account, we're targeting multiple locations, and depending on that, we can give more budget or less budget depending on the performance of the campaigns. And you can do similarly with the keywords. If certain keywords are bringing more conversions, or cost per phone call with certain keywords are much better compared to other keywords, you can focus more on those kind of keywords and reduce the bits of other types of keywords which are performing poor. And you can do optimizations in the future depending on your conversion tracking. So you need to set up your conversion tracking right from the start, and that makes a big difference because you need to start generating data once you launch your campaigns. And that should be one of the first things you need to pay attention to once you start your campaigns. And the last thing in the list, think about extensions. So it can be inside your ads, such as callouts, structured snippets, or it can be like links, such as site links. So other than your headlines and descriptions, it can be separate, and it can link to your contact us page, about us page, or other sections of your website to give more information to users. And the more extensions you add, the bigger your ad can look like, and you can get more space, and your click-through rate can get higher. So try to add more extensions, and also you should be adding call extensions. So you may not be using call only ads. In that case, you can use call extensions, and call extensions is also a great way to attract phone calls and to increase the number of phone calls you get, because you can get calls directly from the app. So these are one of the main things you need to focus on to optimize your campaigns to generate as many phone calls to your business with Google Ads. So again, if you want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls in Google Ads by using two strategies, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send that video right away. Or if you want my help to generate phone calls to your business with Google Ads, you can contact me by visiting my website. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.